it probably wasn't too long ago that you were one of those kids in school. What's it like to be here as, I guess, the face of the kids club?
Yeah, it's great. I still remember when the Eagles came down to my hometown of Dunsborough. They came down to the local footy club and the school, and I still remember seeing the big boys like JK, Nick, and that kind of thing down. So it feels great to be in the position now where I can make the influence on the guys that did to me when I was growing up. So yeah, it feels amazing.
Does it make a difference when you're a kid and these guys come into your school?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's something, especially if you're a footy fan or even if you're not, it really makes you weak. And as the principal was saying here, really, they'll be talking about it all year kind of thing. So I still remember the fond days the Eagles come down to my hometown, and it's hopefully it has a good impact on them.
How are you finding, your first AFL pre-season?
Yeah, the pre-season's been great. So we're really in the thick of it now, starting practice matches and that kind of thing, and it's really ramping up now with the footy and the game style kind of thing. So I'm finding it really well, and my role is going great, and I'm really enjoying it.
How's your body holding up?
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky throughout my whole life. Never had an injury, and it's going still like that at the moment. So the body's feeling fit as ever, and it's going really well.
How are you finding, I guess, that sort of game style and the transition to an AFL program as opposed to junior footy? Yeah,
it was a pretty massive jump. I think playing league footy last year for East Perth definitely helped, but it's definitely, you can definitely notice it's a step above that. But I think as, the coaches are definitely getting more information into us, and the more we practice, the more comfortable we get at that level, and I think I'm definitely adapting quite well, and getting more comfortable each week, which is going really good.
What's been one thing that's really surprised you at AFL level?
I think just probably just more the learning side of things, just learning the new structures, and each coach has different names and that kind of thing for all the different roles and that, all of that, but that's going really well, and Timo's making it really easy for all the new boys to learn it, and that's going really great.
Who are some of the senior players that have sort of taken you under their wing or shown you the way?
Yeah, I think trying to go in that midfield role. So Elliot Yo's been really great, and Dom Sheed's. Dom Sheed's one of the smartest footballers, and Yo's a similar size to me, like a taller kind of midfielder. So really trying to learn off those boys and really pick their brains and see what they do to try to keep improving.
What sort of role are you hoping to have?
Yeah, so I think my probably natural instincts as a footballer is more of a defender. So midfield defender would be probably the two roles I'm aiming for, and I think that's the two roles I've been training and swapping with Elliot through the pre-season as well.
It keeps getting talked about round one. How do you feel about potentially playing round one? Yeah,
round one would definitely be amazing, but I think we've still got a while to go. I think there's still about 40-ish days to the round one, and we've still got intra-club next week and a few pre-season games against both Adelaide teams. So it'd just be great to see, hopefully playing those pre-season games and see how I go from there.
Have you given yourself any individual goals?
In terms of individual goals, at the start of the pre-season, it was we had set out with one of the coaches to just get AFL ready, which means just get my fitness up to standard, skills up to standard, and really knowledge of the game up to standard. So still got a little way to go, but hopefully by round one I can get to my goal of being AFL ready.
Do you expect to be in the side for round one?
I don't know if I would say expected, as it's still early days, and we've still got our team's as fit as ever. We got a lot of boys coming back in, but it's all going really well, and everyone's playing their best footy and just trying to put their best foot forward. So I think it's definitely a tough thing, and when selection's tougher, it means the team's better. So just go from there.
You mentioned the role earlier. That's where you see yourself in the side.
I think so. I think I play my best footy as a midfielder, just being a bit taller and being able to use my athleticism, but also I can go down back and play the third tall role or a running back if I need be.
And you've had a lot of praise from your teammates already. I think they even called you the Rolls Royce. What's it like hearing that so early in your career?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll call myself a Rolls Royce. I'm probably not that kind of flashy player, but I think I've been great, and I've just been myself, really, just doing the hard things and just putting my head down and working really hard. So it's great to get the praise from teammates, but the hard work doesn't stop now and definitely keeps going.
I saw you sort of listed Nat Fyfe as your favourite player growing up. If you can break into the side, you could be playing against him in round 3. You sort of thought about that and what that's like?
I have, and definitely us both wearing the number 7. That definitely has come into my mind. Would be a pretty cool photo having me and him next to each other. But it definitely has been an idol of mine growing up, and to be able to play against him one day would be awesome. So see if that happens.
You're a big Dockers fan growing up. You switched over yet?
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't a super hard switch, and the family's definitely all switched over. I bought him a few Eagle scarves and hats for Christmas presents. So the purple's gone, and now the blue and gold is in.
Hearing you talk about Nat there, it does sound like you still hold him in really high regard. Do you kind of have to set that aside when you come into this AFL environment?
Yeah, definitely. I think, as a young kid, you definitely idolise the players that you grew up watching. But now I'm in a AFL environment, that's definitely gone to the side, and you just focus on your own footy. And it's still, great to just focus on the stars around me now. Yeah, like Luke Shuey and all those kind of boys are probably the guys I look up to now.
I imagine you do that with your teammates. It's probably a bit easier because you get to know them as blokes. But when you line up against these guys that you don't know, do you think you'll be able to do it just as easily?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is different when you come into an AFL environment. They're no longer they're still the superstars, but you actually get to know them as people and know how they are as blokes. So yeah, it's been a really awesome experience. And yeah, obviously not getting to know Fifey personally, but yeah, I think it'll be no dramas. It's been a line on. I'll still play my game the best I can.
Is it still a bit surreal to know that, last year at school and looking up to these guys, now you're walking alongside them, let alone running out with them?
Yeah, definitely. Me and one of the other draftees were still having a chat about that, and how you still kind of look up to them, and as AFL players, and you kind of don't realise that you're one yourself. So I think it is still a bit surreal, but it's definitely sinking in more as we build closer relationships with bigger players.
How have you found it coming through with a young group of guys? I guess there's a lot of talk around you and your potential to play round one. Elijah Hewitt as well. How do you see the guys alongside you pushing for guys that maybe incumbents in the 22?
Yeah, it's been awesome having the 7 new draftees this year, and also the second year players. We've all been we've got a really tight group, and we've all been pushing each other to get better in the first and second years group. But I think that also just drives the standards of older players as well, seeing the young guys come up and working really hard. So I think that's really great, having a strong core group of young players that will hopefully be playing and working hard for the long years to come.
I think Simo's sort of spoken about how it's a bit of a reset/rebuild sort of phase, whatever you want to call it. Have you guys, as first and sort of second year players, maybe spoken about that and how you guys might have to drive this club into the future going forward at all?
We've had a bit of a talk about that, and how we've drafted quite well in the last 2 years, and we've got the numbers up. So I think looking into the future, we've still got a good depth of older players, and they're kind of showing us the ropes. And hopefully in a few years' time, when their careers are coming to an end, ours can just be hitting our primes, and then we can really take the club under our wing and hopefully get it to some great places.
And Luke Shuey's continuing on as captain. Say a few words about his keeping the position. Yeah,
that was great. Luke Shuey's been a great bloke since day one, and I thought his leadership and help without the whole boys has been great. So it's awesome to see him keep the captaincy this year.